Welcome back. And continuing, we are over here and we're going to look at part 1, question 10 from spring 18 right here. We have to do our full analysis here to figure out what the role of potassium acetate is. We do know it's a nucleophile. We can already pick that regardless. Now, is it a nucleophile that's going to pick up a proton, in which case it's also a Bronsted base? Is it a nucleophile that's, let's see, what are the choices? Nucleophiles are synonymous with Lewis bases. So we already know A and B regardless. Is it going to pick up a proton? We have a secondary Rx. We have a moderate nu that is not a strong base. So E2 is not an option. Picking up a proton is not an option. Moderate nu. We have a polar aprotic solvent. All things lead to SN2. And without doing too much more work, your mechanism just does a backside attack on a tosylate ester, which is an excellent leaving group, which leaves. Backside attack. O gets the electrons. And so I just think it's A and E. No Bronsted behavior here. And this one, we had requests for this one and one very similar with the same number of products. So I'm only picking this one. Your analysis, Rx is tertiary, SN1. I don't see a strong base around for an override. But don't stop your analysis there. Nucleophile, ROH, poor. Oh, this is SN1 all the way. Solvent, ROH. Polar. Protic. Also SN1. We're going SN1. We're making a cation. We're making a cation right here. You don't get points for this mechanism, but that's where you're starting. SN1 carbocation. And I'm not going to put that as my major product because I see possibilities for rearrangement both directions. So you get, oh, this is not going to get any points, sadly. You got that there. That's an intermediate. Oops, I got the ethyl already. Dimethyl and a phenyl. So I'm just thinking through the mechanism here without doing any judgments. What goes on the cation in an SN1? You get the nucleophile. And we don't have, we do have to distinguish minor, and all that good stuff. So I have the best rearrangement possible from that. Remember, the cation you drew used to be here. If I can get the cation over here, then it's tertiary and benzylic. That's a phenyl. That's 4.5 degree cation. I'm moving a methyl. I'm moving a methyl to this position right now. Take a methyl off and move it adjacent. And now it will be the major product. So when I do the major product, I will move the methyl to here. There will be an ethyl there. There will be a phenyl and one methyl left. And our nucleophile, OCH3. When it attacks, it makes an oxonium that gets neutralized by methanol. You have to acknowledge 50-50 RS on 2 stereocenters. So I'm going to have this comment with a symbol like that, meaning 50-50 RS for this stereocenter that's here and this stereocenter that's here. And that's the best because it's tertiary benzylic. Now for minor, I could put the OCH3 on the normal old tertiary position. And that's not a bad cation, but it's not as good as tertiary benzylic. Now from that original cation, how many minor products can you draw of the elimination variety? Well, you can do the rearrangement to the cation here and do elimination there, or, oh, you can't do it there. You know why you can't go that way? You can't go that way because there's no H to take off here. So from this cation, you can do a minor that way. Remember, what do you make during elimination? Please don't put OCH3 in the molecule. We make alkenes during elimination. You have to acknowledge the stereochemistry also here. What about the cation that made this product? It can do elimination that way, but it can't do elimination this way. So we got that elimination with an ethyl there and a dimethylphenyl here. And what else can we do here? Any other eliminations? Sure. When we had the original, the cation here, we could have eliminated, we did this one up here. Oh, but this is not the product. This is the product. There's an ethyl there. Double bond there. Well, anytime you have a Z product, the E is also an option. Switch those groups. Go back to this cation here and say, I can do an elimination towards this ethyl group. I can do that elimination. Double bond there. And once again, you could have this Z to this or E. Put the methyl up here, dimethylphenyl down here. And I don't know if I can think of another product. I think I had an extra box there. I don't know what the key says, but I think that's extra. Even if it wasn't, I got a lot of points here. So SN1 for the 2 majors, E1 for all of the ones with the alkenes. Remember, the intermediate that's common to all the products is a cation here, and that cation came from rearranging a methyl when there was a cation here. There's the rearranged methyl right there. So good stuff. Good review day today. And what else have we got on our review? This is the one I was talking about. It's the same idea. 2 major products, because if I make a cation here, it can rearrange this group to make a wonderful super califragic cation here, because it'll be tertiary allylic benzylic. So I think anything that's not that one will be also minor. And I'm just going to direct you towards the key to probably see the same correction on the answer key. And it's so similar to the one we just did that I'm just going to direct you towards the key. And is that the end? And do you want to finish the pinnacle we did earlier? Here, I need your feedback. Did you want me to do this one Or do you want me to do some more of the products from the pinnacle where I said C key there? We got 13 minutes and I want to use them. And I don't think I have any more requests. So any feedback from you guys? We could quit early if you want. That's another option. No, have my speakers been off all day and that am my sound off and that's why I'm not hearing you? No, I
Oh
see.
no, we hear you.
Okay. Do you want to call it a day? I know it's pretty intense, the review day today already. If you think we've had enough,
Yeah, I would.
you think we've had enough? Or
I don't know.
I don't know. You're at the stage where it's just a
I'm
lot.
gonna do a lot more on my own, but
Yeah, I
I
understand
got
that.
an idea.
I
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah. Well, at least you know where you have to do more. And you're two of my better students. So if you know you need to know more, you know you need to do more, then you know, and I know everybody needs to do more. But that's why the test is not tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, okay. We can just leave it here.
Doctor, just a quick question. This
Sure.
is not related to anything
Hmm.
right here.
Hmm.
Just in terms of the grading, so we still follow the same, like in terms of getting an A or a B, it's the same set of rules, but just
Yep.
without the final now?
Yeah, just without the final. So
Same set of
I mean, if you have your 2 A's from your tests 1 through 4, then your test requirement for A's is satisfied. If your average is over 90, you're fine. And if your owl is over a certain grade to get your average over 90, then you're fine. I
Excellent.
think
That
you're
was a
definitely
major
I think
relief.
you're definitely in that category, and I hope you are relieved. Yeah,
Yes.
because everybody's got a lot of stuff going on right now. It's
Mhm.
not happy times for anybody.
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you so much, doctor.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate that as well.
Okay, good.
Like, cause I had a lot coming up, like a lot, so
I know
that
it's
got a lot
just.
off my plate.
I
Yeah.
mean, trying to do this remotely is just it involves more work for everybody, and there's only so much time in the day. So just keep on keeping on, guys. All right.
You too. Have a good
Bye.
one.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.